Hello everyone. Today we're going to be discussing one of my absolutely favorite vintage Louis Vuitton pieces, the Pochette Marly. Interested to learn more? Stay tuned. Hey guys, if you're new to my channel, my name's Caleb, and on here you're going to find a lot of things like luxury shopping, reveals, reviews, lots of unboxings, some travel vlogs, daily vlogs, anything having to do with luxury life and style. I'm your guy. Now, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button down below, hit this video with a like, and go ahead and check out some of my older videos. I have tons of reviews and unboxings already uploaded, and I upload every Wednesday and Sunday. Now, if you've seen over on Instagram, caleb.snell.designer, I've posted this bag quite a bit. I absolutely love this piece. Now, this one is long discontinued. It's just one of my favorite pieces. I've always wanted one, and finally during COVID last year, when I was on one of my many wine-induced quarantine shopping binges online, I decided to finally bite the bullet and purchase one. Now, this one actually came from Japan, from a power seller on eBay. I know everyone's like, oh my gosh, eBay, that makes me so nervous. If it's coming from Japan, I'm usually very trustworthy, especially if they have a power seller rating. Japan is very strict on its counterfeit market, so I feel pretty safe buying from Japanese resellers. Now, this bag, I believe I paid roughly $450, maybe less, including shipping. I really don't remember. And it's from 1998. And the patina on this is absolutely gorgeous. I love that it has a wrist strap. I carry this one a lot in the summertime especially. I can just stick my hand through there and then grab and go. It's the perfect bag for just daily out and about traveling. It's small enough you can easily get this in a suitcase. I love this bag. Anyway, so I have the Louis Vuitton catalog here from 1997, and this bag is actually listed in the 1997 catalog right here. This is the Louis Vuitton Pochette Marly Dragon in size 26 centimeter. The sizing for it, it's 10 inches in length, 6 inches tall, and I'd say maybe 2-3 inches deep. It's a pretty generous sized bag, especially for just like a small clutch. Again, brace yourself. It's gonna hurt when you hear how much this bag cost in 97. Pochette Marly was, oh gosh, 420 USD and only 540 Canadian. We all know that this bag would be at least $1,500 to $2,000 with the current designs and price point for Louis Vuitton. So there you go. Now, currently there aren't too many on like Fashion File or Rebag or Yugi's Closet right now, but for this size I would expect to pay at least probably $500 in top condition, kind of like mine. Now, this also came in two other sizes. There was a Marly 22. With that, it's, I think, okay, so with the Marly 22, it is literally about to here and probably stops about here. You do lose the exterior pocket. But it's a cute small bag. And they also made that same size in a crossbody bandolier, which is ideal for summer. This is the perfect size. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what this looks like close up. So here we have the Louis Vuitton Marly GM pouch up close and personal. Now, as you can tell, this bag has beautiful honey patina. I quite personally have never seen a bag that had such beautiful vintage patina to it. Now, I'm gonna give you a few tips and tricks when you're buying vintage Louis Vuitton. So, anytime a bag of this style has like this side tab here, I always check, the very first thing I look at the front profile and I make sure that this isn't curled up. If someone's actually used this, eventually it'll just curl up and it doesn't look quite as fresh. So I got lucky and mine was pretty flat. So for those of you familiar with Louis Vuitton, you already know about the sticky pockets. Now, if you're not, unfortunately, Louis Vuitton has always used something called Vuittonite, and essentially that is just their man-made coated canvas that they used for pocket linings. Now, anytime a bag is stored in a humid climate or remotely gets warm, the pocket will eventually degrade and stick itself shut. Now, this bag does have, unfortunately, sticky pockets. So this front pocket here, you can kind of see some of the damage where it's stuck together. Eventually, this will just stick together. Now, mine, oh gosh, that's gross. Well, fortunately, mine hasn't stuck together yet. But it eventually will. And same for this interior pocket. Now, the interior body of the bag is just lined in leather, so it's perfectly fine. But this interior zipper pocket is just as bad as the exterior. Now, again, it's not sealed shut, but it is sticky and gross and flaky, and don't put anything in those, whatever you do. Now, I did contact Louis Vuitton during the pandemic last year and asked, hey, I have this bag. How much would it cost to switch out both pockets? I believe they quoted me, it's a different price for each pocket. Obviously this one has a little less work to do. You just have to pop these seams and slide it in. This one you'd have to pop these seams, remove this, a whole lot more work goes into it. And I think that also included a new zipper. As you can tell, my teeth aren't exactly the shiniest anymore. But I think they quoted me less than or right around a ballpark of $350. Considering I paid so little for the bag and how much I use it, I think that is a great value, and I'll probably send this off later this year, or maybe even early next year, and get those pockets replaced. Another thing to look for with these bags is, of course, check the hardware, make sure it's nice and bright. Now the zipper teeth quite aren't anymore, but the zipper pulls and the hardware here on the strap are. And anytime that you see this kind of strap or wrist strap from Louis Vuitton, just know that this is going to be fairly rigid with age. Luckily mine has kind of formed into a way where I can just slide my wrist into it and hold the bag from the bottom. And it does look kind of cool with the Louis Vuitton floors wrapped around your wrist. I don't know, I think it's a fun look. Anyway, let's dive in and see what all this thing can hold. So with my vintage Louis Vuittons, I like to use a vintage Taiga wallet. This one's just in the Apicia green, and it's a 6-card wallet. It's very similar to the new Brazza style, but obviously holds a lot less cards, I guess. But this will slide right on in. Now, if you are new to my channel, then you'll probably want to know why I'm using an old iPhone 6 Plus. I'm not. This phone is long dead. I just use this to show that a full-size phone can fit in a smaller bag, and there we are. Next up, I'm not going to go anywhere without my gum, so we'll need to put that in there. And of course, some Shiseido blotting papers. It's summer after all. Now, this is a pretty bulky key set, so let's go ahead and fold that up and drop that on in. Can go right back there. And our headphones. Fiddly wires, I need to get a AirPod set. Anyway, so that is everything inside. As you can see, it perfectly fits in there. Zips up with absolutely no issues. And since this is all just a coated canvas from Louis Vuitton, the monogram, it's very light with everything in there. It's the perfect width to comfortably hold in your hand and go about your day. So that is the Louis Vuitton Marly GM up close and personal. All right, guys, so that was the vintage Louis Vuitton Pochette Marly in the GM size. What did you guys think? I love this bag. I can't recommend it enough. And like I said, I'm probably going to send it out and have the pockets fixed. It's such a lovely bag, and to get the full functionality out of it, especially when traveling abroad, is going to be outstanding. So if you have the opportunity, or if you've been in the market, snag one up while you can and let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. All right, well, that's today's video, and I'll talk to you guys next week.